Arthur Schlovsky started his career on the sands of Daytona Beach at the age of 16. While his friends flirt with the girls, the young Arthur stares at the sand. The sand grains, the curves, the forms, everything is there. The network, the idea, the promise. A new way to show things. 3 years later, and for the launch of a new product, those forms drawn in the sands come back to him. Each consumer, just like each grain of sand, will draw the message. This is what some journalists will come to call social epidemics, or, as it will later be known, word of mouth. Within a couple of months, the product explodes. October 1963. Walter Schlovsky, a cousin of Arthur, introduces him to a group of researchers working on the ARPANET project, an experiment which forms the basis of the Internet. Arthur takes part in the research and has a clear vision of what will follow. A new medium, one in continuous expansion, is seeing the light. The world will become smaller. Borders will disappear. People everywhere will be connected. The Big Bang of creativity. In the mid-70s, George Lucas is producing Star Wars, the first episode of an ambitious saga. Schlovsky advises him to create a product line of derivatives. The success is phenomenal. Fans all over the world are hysterical about these products. Turnover of the derivatives far surpasses ticket sales. Mastering these three elements is at the heart of this success. 2 years later, Schlovsky uses the same recipe and launches his first production studio in New York. November 1971, Schlovsky meets Jean-Michel Basquiat on Madison Avenue. The future firebrand of the most contemporary art is still a lowly graffiti artist. Six months later, enigmatic graffiti have spread throughout New York. Huge puppets are strung across Central Park. No one knows what all this means. After some weeks, huge billboards announce the arrival of the Godfather. Richard Nixon will condemn this new advertising method. He prefers old-fashioned door-to-door salesmanship, as will be proved some months later by the Watergate scandal. His defense secretary will put a name to this new advertising technique. In September 1979, during dinner at Andy Warhol's, Arthur meets George Benson. They will become close friends. Benson asks his advice for the launch of his new album, Give Me the Night.
We are now into the mix with
Just Give Me the Night.
Schlovsky immediately thinks of his new client's product, Roller King. He offers Benson total sponsorship of his video clip. A win-win partnership. Having invented merchandising, Arthur has now created product placement. Google will make visible the network explosion and the billions of sites that pop up every day. Faced with this chaotic explosion, Arthur realizes that only survivors will master this process. Creation, production, media implementation. A good idea is two ideas. A good idea in creation plus a good media implementation.